Hi guys, my name is Jess, your level 4 Pilates instructor and personal trainer. Today we're going to get started on our backs. So lying on your back with your knees bent, arms are by your sides. Let's first connect to our breath and our deep core muscles, starting with an inhale through the nose, sending the breath into the rib cage, expanding out in all directions, holding it at the top. And then exhale through the mouth, bringing the rib cage down and drawing your abdominals towards the center. And again, big inhale through the nose, filling up the lungs all the way, hold it at the top. And exhale through the mouth, drawing everything back down and in. Well done. All right, from here, let's just keep our arms by our sides, feet are hip width apart. We're gonna go into some bridges, some shoulder bridges, so slow and controlled movement. We start by tilting our hips up towards the ceiling and then imagining your spine like Velcro as you peel away from the mat, vertebra by vertebra until you reach your shoulder blades. Making yourself nice and straight at the top, so from the knees to the chest, it's a nice slope and you're not overarching the spine. So you're not sticking your rib cage out. Nice flat rib cage from here. Take a breath at the top. Exhale, I want you to come down vertebra by vertebra. So we're using our deep core to come up and down, waking up the body here and getting some movement in our spine. So let's do that again, slow and controlled. Slowly coming up. All the way to the top, big inhale. Exhale, we come back down. Keep going with that. Slow movements to really feel that body working. Slow and controlled is key here. Really tilt those hips up when you come up, peeling away from that mat. Coming down, articulating that spine. Let's do one more. And we come down. Well done, guys. Okay, from here, let's bring our right leg into tabletop first. Knee is over hip, shin is parallel to the ceiling. Okay, we're gonna do a single leg extension, keeping the left foot grounded on the mat. So from here, I want you to extend the right leg long, hovering it in the air, really lengthening it away from you, bringing it back to tabletop. On the exhale, you extend. Inhale, you bring it back. So let's keep going with that. Two more. Last one. Good, we bring that leg down. We do the same thing, other side. Left leg comes to tabletop first, knee over hip, shin parallel to the ceiling. We lengthen and extend on the exhale. Inhale, bring it back to center. Keep going. Keep the rib cage flat. You don't want to be arching in your spine. You want to keep it down, imprinted into your mat. Almost there. Last one. Bring it all down. Well done. Okay, getting a little bit more challenging here. Going into a classic, our toe taps. Or it's really a easier variation of the scissors, if you know what those are when you scissor kick your legs. So we're bringing both legs into tabletop from here. So I like to do one at a time just to make sure I'm imprinting the spine, which means driving that rib cage down towards the hips, drawing that core towards the center, supporting your back. Second leg can come up. Make sure the knees are staying over the hip bones, shins are parallel to the ceiling. Let's do right leg first. We come down, moving from the hip joint, tap the foot to the mat, bring it back to tabletop and over to the other side. So exhale, tap, inhale back to center. Make sure you're moving from the hips and not from the knee. So let's keep going. Slow and controlled. If you feel like your lower back is struggling here, feel free to take a small blanket or a towel and place it underneath your lower back. So just fold it up. That should help. We're almost there. Let's do one more on each side. And bring both legs down and let's do a full body extension to stretch off. Few deep breaths here. Well done, guys. Okay, bend those knees. We're coming into some shoulder bridge marches. These are so good for the deep core, pelvic floor. Really want you to slow it down to really feel it working. So let's roll ourselves up into our bridge all the way up to the shoulder blades, staying in your bridge from here. Rib cage is flat, you're not overarching the spine. Let's bring the arms by the sides and we start with the right leg, keeping the left foot grounded. Bring the right leg to tabletop. Keep the hips stable while you do this. Don't let yourself shift side to side. Bring it back down with control and we go over to the other side. We alternate from here. So stay focused, keep yourself nice and steady. Keep breathing. Keep going, we're almost there. Let's do one more on each side. Slowly come down, vertebra by vertebra, hug the knees to chest, releasing the lower back. Roll side to side, a few deep breaths here. Well done, guys. Okay, place those feet back down. Coming into our 100s. These are pretty challenging, but you can do it. Push through. We bring legs back into tabletop, making sure you have that imprinted spine. So driving that rib cage down to the hips. Press your tailbone into the mat. Let's take our arms straight by our sides and start pulsing the arms. A little bit of speed in these pulses. Keep the knees over the hips, guys. Keep breathing. You can do it. I want you to exaggerate your breath here. So breathe in for a count of 5 through the nose and out through the mouth for a count of 5. For those who want a little bit more of a challenge, you can lift the head and shoulders and look between the legs. Let's keep going. Take the shoulders down away from the ears. You can do it. Keep that spine imprinted. We're almost there. Let's go for 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Bring those knees in. Couple deep breaths here. Well done. Okay, let's take the feet back to the mat. Going into some crunches, some sit-ups. We're doing these safely. We're gonna take our hands behind our head with our elbows wide. I like to place my hands at the base of my head, so like where your neck meets your head for support. Keep the elbows nice and wide here. We're curling up, bringing the rib cage down towards the mat to look between the legs. We come back down on the inhale. So we're gonna exhale to curl up. Inhale to come down. Keep going with this. Almost there. 2 more. Last one. Bring it all down. Full body extension. Stretch those abs off. Few deep breaths. Good job, guys. Okay, we're coming into some obliques now. So I want you to come down onto your right side and extend your arm out long. We're gonna rest our head on that arm. We're gonna get ourselves super straight, hips pointing up to the ceiling. So like you're being squished between 2 glass panels. That's how straight you wanna be. So legs are stacked. Rest your head. You don't wanna be tensing the neck here. Top arm in front of you for support. We're gonna take a big inhale. On your exhale, I want you to lift both legs up towards the ceiling. Inhale, you bring them back down to the mat. Keep going with that. Two more. Last one. Bring it down. Well done. Come to all fours now. We're gonna go into some knee hovers. So let's place our hands underneath our shoulders and our knees underneath our hips. Gaze at your fingertips, core engaged. So naturally, a lot of women have a lower back curve. You wanna just maybe tilt the hips in slightly here to correct that. So notice the difference. I'm just shifting my hips forward. So from here, let's curl the toes under, take a big inhale, exhale, hover the knees, just a small lift, couple inches, hold this position, keep pressing through your hands, and keep breathing. These are also called bear holds. You might know them under that name. We're almost there. Sort of a different variation of a plank. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Whew, I love that one. Okay, we're doing that again, but this time we're doing taps. So we're gonna be tapping the knees to the mat on the exhale. Tapping the knees to the mat on the inhale and coming up on the exhale. So I'll show you what I mean by that. Curl the toes under, exhale, lift, inhale, tap. Let's keep going. Exhale, lift, inhale, tap. You get it. Let's keep going with that. Two more. Last one. Bring it all down. Child's pose, sitting into your feet, extending your arms, stretching off. Well done, guys. Okay, we're gonna come over to our left side now, getting into our side lying position. So extending your left arm out straight to rest your head. Just get those legs straight, hips pointing up towards the ceiling. Top arm in front of you for support. We're going up with our exhale. Inhale, we're bringing the legs back to the mat. Let's go. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Last one. Bring it all down. You can hug the knees into your chest for a moment here. Big breath in, big breath out. Well done. Let's roll onto our bellies for a cobra stretch. So taking your hands in front of you, keeping your feet down and pressing your head up towards the ceiling, keeping your hips on the mat and taking the shoulders down away from the ears. Couple deep breaths here. Feel the core get a nice stretch. Bringing yourself out of that stretch. And you are finished for today, guys. Well done, and I'll see you next time. Bye.